Hi everyone, it's 21 News Chief Meteorologist Eric Wilhelm recording a special video on this Sunday afternoon to kind of talk about the upcoming severe weather risk on Tuesday in our area. The weather has been spectacular on this Sunday, and Monday will be another beautiful day locally, but Monday will be a stormy day off to our west. The system that brings us the severe weather risks Tuesday will produce a high-end severe weather risk on Monday across much of the upper Midwest, places such as Minneapolis and Des Moines, and eventually Chicago as well. Now, as this system comes to the east, the risk will be heightened in eastern Ohio and western Pennsylvania as well. Notice on our 1 to 5 severe weather scale, this is a level 3, and this level 3 or enhanced risk of severe weather issued by the Storm Prediction Center, that's part of the National Weather Service, that's a risk level around here that we typically only see a couple or a few times per year. On average, we are in this level 3 risk of severe weather 1, 2, 3 times per year. And it's pretty rare that we are in an enhanced risk on day 3. Recording this video on Sunday, and we're talking about Tuesday. A lot of times when we're in this level 3 or enhanced risk, it is on day 2 or the current day. For the Storm Prediction Center to issue a level 3 risk for day 3 means that this is a particularly concerning setup across our area, with pretty much all modes of severe weather on the table. And, you know, around here in our part of the country, big hailstones are not all that common. We see a lot of the pea-size stuff, maybe up to a nickel size or penny size occasionally. It's pretty rare or uncommon for us to see the kind of hail that can cause some damage. But this is the kind of setup on Tuesday in which we could see hailstones the size of maybe ping pongs, at the very least quarters, but maybe ping pongs and maybe even up to golf ball size hail. We're talking hail 1.5, 2 inches almost in diameter. Now, especially when hail is being driven by strong winds, hail can be damaging when it reaches those sizes. It can crack windshields. It can even damage siding if the wind is plowing hailstones into siding. So this will be a day to prepare for wind and possible isolated tornadoes, but also if you have a carport or a garage, it'll be a good day to make sure that your car is covered and not out in the open, because this is the kind of setup that, again, we could see some large hailstones. Now, again, that's pretty rare around here. What is a little less rare is, of course, strong winds from thunderstorms. And, you know, here's one model depiction as we go into the day, Tuesday. Now, around midday, mid to late morning, or even early afternoon, there could be a passing shower or even a robust thunderstorm. But I think the overall main risk for severe weather will be highest later in the afternoon into early in the evening. We're looking at probably a window between, say, 3 and 8 or 9 p.m. Now, this is just one model depiction. We look at a lot of weather modeling to try to figure out your day-to-day forecast, including when it comes to severe weather risks. And this particular run of this particular model has thunderstorm chances increasing towards 3, 4 p.m. This model has it mostly focused in our southern viewing area, but we're not going to take this literally. Everyone kind of has about the same risks, we think. So if you have plans Tuesday, especially after 3 o'clock, you're going to have to really pay attention to the weather. And of course, we will have you covered here on air and online. The thunderstorm risks probably do go down as we go past sunset and later into our Tuesday evening. Now, it's important on a day like this that everyone has multiple and redundant ways of receiving severe weather alerts. Outdoor tornado sirens are only meant to be heard outdoors, and generally speaking, outdoor tornado sirens are a pretty outdated way of warning the public, and you know they still have some use, but it's a fairly limited use case for those outdoor tornado sirens. We want people to be alerted with more modern methods, and even if you don't have a cell phone on you all the time, like a lot of us do, NOAA weather radios, a great resource. A lot of people in our area do not have these. They're much more common in households and businesses in the southern U.S. and out into the plain states where severe weather is a little more common. But you can get NOAA weather radios around here. You can buy them in some big box stores. You can buy them online, places like Amazon. And they do not rely on cell signals, and they are really, really reliable. But otherwise, the Storm Tracker 21 app on your cellular device, make sure the alerts are turned on. Make sure on your cellular device, in the settings of the device itself, that wireless emergency alerts, WEA, make sure that's activated. That will go off in the event of a tornado warning for your location. And of course, television and internet live streams. And one thing that's not listed here that you could do to help us out, some people don't watch videos like this all that often and aren't all that plugged into the weather. On a day like Tuesday, you can help us spread the word by maybe shooting a text or giving a call to someone who maybe typically isn't paying as close of attention to the weather. Help to spread the word that the weather might be threatening in their location. Again, we're looking at mostly late afternoon, early evening on Tuesday. Could have another risk for heavy gusty storms coming our way on Thursday. Things are ramping up as we head deeper into the spring. That is kind of what we expect. But again, Tuesday's risk is on the higher end of severe weather risks for our part of the country. Again, we'll have you covered on videos like this on the Storm Tracker 21 app, all of our newscasts, and social media as well. Make sure you're following me wherever you get your weather information on social media, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, Blue Sky, and even YouTube and TikTok as well.